crit, as this Shadow Demon will get a quick D-ward in that mid lane. Nisha and Malrine with the body blocks. Looks like Malrine's going to have that wave on his staircase. Good start for him, so that gives him the advantage over the range creep in particular. See what Nisha can do with the Illuminate. I didn't want to go for that range creep, it looks like, in case it got denied. Wants that to push across the river. Can be secured a little later on. Weaver and Mirana also double ranged heroes here against the Kunkka, who's melee, and Avenge, whose range is pathetic, honestly. Let's be real.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of harassment, a lot of right clicks. Range on Mirana, definitely really good. And in this lane, they don't have any kind of a setup for an arrow, so I assume Snaking will put more points into Starstorm, get a point in Leap so he can get out of the combo once he gets hit by a Torrent. But every other hero in the game has a setup for his arrow, so he can be very active in the mid lane. He can just play with any hero on the map. Insania taking a bit of a beating in this top lane, losing half of his HP.
Yeah, Clockwork Luna. Trying to play into Shadow Demon Mars. And things don't get easy either. Think about level 2 for those two Falcons heroes. Definitely can bring a lot of burst damage, and that, of course, displacement from the spear to drag people around. 7-2-2 so far for that Malrine Dragon Knight. A dead even lane between him and the Keeper of the Light. It's also a game here, you know, Mickey Luna against a crit Shadow Demon. It always used to be the counter, right?
It's always been a counter, but nowadays not as much. There is Shard on Luna that you do pick up relatively early on, so you use those illusions and they immediately are destroyed.
Yeah, into the meat grinder.
Not the best lane for Clockwork. He's gonna need to soak up a lot of the damage, and he's also playing into Shadow Demon, so disruption, extra shared damage between him and the illusions. He can be speared back by Mars, so not an easy lane for Clockwork. It's all about securing Mickey's lane.
Yeah, get that Luna off to a good start. Oh, we saw in game number 1 that comeback from Liquid. Hit their timings post 20 minutes when the Luna's got a couple of items up her. Foxy.
Oh. Good Torrent, good attempt.
Nice. Yeah, nice attempt at the guesswork there. Snaking, looking a little worse for wear in that bottom lane. Kunkka having a pretty good time, top of the line.
Oh, he got it off. He canceled his healing style, so that's pretty massive.
Up at top, though. Disruption to spear. Insania is here, though, to bodyguard the Luna. These illusions, you know, they're tanky and they last so long, though. Just sticking on that Clockwork, doing quite a bit of chip damage. That's given Omar. Good early start for himself on this Mars. Swarm out onto that bottom lane, though. Skitter charges forward. It looks like Boxy's done for here, even with that magic missile. Snaking will follow through with a leap and get that first blood.
That's what you want to do. You want to isolate the hero on the side. Double bracer on 33 in the bottom lane, but they're still playing very aggressive on him. You mentioned it, a lot of right clicks that's going to come out from these two range heroes.
Yeah, they're so good at putting you within that kill threshold, taking you down to, you know, 50, 40% HP, then going for the finishing blow.
He died.
Of course, keeping up that farm on Skitter's Weaver. It's non-stop pressure onto the Liquid heroes. Not a comfortable laning stage across the board. 19-7 on that DK. Malrine, he loves his denies, doesn't he?
He really does. He's one of those guys that focuses on every single CS.
He would have
It's
fit
what we
in.
call try hard. Dude, I can't believe he's trying so hard in a professional game.
Yeah, sweaty gameplay. I mean, he would have fit in, you know, 5-6 years ago when we had the denies, you know, not letting XP or gold stuff go to your opponents. It was bad back then.
The prize is mine.
Looks like that Mirana going on a bit of a wander to gather up the bounty rune. Top one still standing there. If one of the mid laners wants to go and grab it, as are the water runes. This feels like one of those games where we're going to have like 4v4 mid lane at 6 minutes, doesn't it?
Most likely, because you will have Dragon Knight with the Dragon Cell stun available, level 6, potentially level 4 on Mirana, so he does have a setup. One stun could make an easy kill onto that Caudal, who can be super elusive. Insania.
Tons of damage onto that Clockwork. Not quite finishing him off, but again, uncomfortable lane for Liquid, getting what CS they can onto Mickey. Just using HP as a resource, right? Clockwork just using his body to make sure that Mickey stays reasonably safe. And some good stacks built up by Nisha, it looks like, as well. Big
Trying to
bank.
stack it one more time.
Was he using Courier to scout it? Just bringing the urn out. Clear out that medium camp for himself.
Yeah, might drop down Observer here on the hill just so that he sees any kind of attempt from Falcons if they want to invade his jungle. This is what Coddle does the best. Farms the jungle super quickly. That's why he also had a sentry ward available. And there it is, the observer ward, just in case somebody wants to be sneaky, try to steal some of his XP. Is not level 6 yet, but as soon as he gets it, you can expect a rotation maybe to come out with... Oh, nice block.
Hang on. Insania. Is this the third stack of poison coming? He's dead. Oh, hang on a second. He's popped the stick. Still going to die to that extra tick. Crit with that little niche, little spot where he's got him stuck between the illusions.
That was nicely done. Nisha, level 6, spirit form available.
Where's his first rotation? The panel said Weaver's kind of difficult, so does Nisha move top? Does he just focus on stacking?
He doesn't necessarily need to move like straight away. He can continue to farm up. There is still a stack to be taken. Red stealing the bounty rune, and Malrine drops down an observer ward. He's like, yep, that's juicy. I might be able to kill it. And holding on to shield rune, so Dragonite can't tank the tower, even though he does have only 1 point in Dragonlad. Should be enough. There is that rotation that we talked about. Nisha makes a move.
Yeah, I mean, Malrine's pretty happy to gather up that little stack that was built up. And it looks like Amar has the read as well. There was that ward placed in behind to scout the movements out. So Falcons for now dodging the early aggression that Kotl was trying to bring.
The good thing about failed attempt from Coddle is he's so speedy. You have Windlace, you have Boots of Speed moving at 4-1 of 5.
There's like very little redundancy, right? You make a move, you're straight back into lane, you're farming jungle on the way through. Every step you make, you're getting something done. There's no real wasted time. 3-3, halfway through level 5. Of course, level 6, super important for him here to get that X and boat potential there to try and combo down the Weaver with the control they've got. If Nisha joins, of course.
Attempt number 2. Crit. He's in a lot of trouble right now. You get Solar Bind on you, it's like 95% chance you're gonna die.
Yeah, not too many ways to weasel out of it. Nisha gonna pick up that first kill for himself. First kill for Liquid as well, but they're looking for that second one.
Perfect timing. He got level 6 off of that. That's such a nice play, and he needs to bail. Yeah, he's very dead here, Malrine. If he gets the stun off.
3-3, Coco's run is about to end. No more courage from his boat. And with the stuns coming through, Falcons will clear out the Kunkka. 3-1. Making these moves. Liquid trying. Falcons have all the answers so far, though. Yep. Dodging the gank top, getting Amar pretty farmed. Now the Mars is level 6. Holding on to that point, though.
We've seen a lot of these offlaners going for the mid rotations when things are not going too well. If they decide to dive, offlaners, like a lot of the times, will just TP, try to get a kill. Keeper of the Light, very elusive, but if he gets inside of the arena pre-BKB, this hero is very killable. One of the reasons why they decided to last pick Vengeful Spirit, because they want to break this combo. They want to break the big combo, Dragon Tail into Arrow, or just like, because they have so many setup that they can do for the Arrow. 33 continues to farm up in this bottom lane, on the bottom of net worth right now.
I mean, the 3 Liquid cores behind all of their counterparts. Mars right up at the top, over 4,000, as is Malrine. So that's going to be quick Blink Dagger on the Dragonite for sure. What's up for the Mars this time around? Is it the Yule Scepter again? Because that's felt like the go-to for Amar's Mars.
In the first game, he did buy Yules, but this time around, he wants to pick up a Blink Dagger, wants to be the initiator, and also getting a BKB. There's the arena, Nisha.
Oh, trying to ring around the Rosie there, but the Mars has the connection with the spear to bring him down. Snaking, running around, but Falcons have brought the numbers in here to surround Insania. Illusions and poison chasing and stacking up onto the clockwork as Malrine goes for the breathe fire, and the spear from Amar will take him down. Liquid, though, returning fire. Great torrent boat in onto Malrine and crit. The Dragonite drops, and the X-Mark is there to drag crit back into Liquid.
They needed that rotation from 33. And even Mickey, TP to a mid lane, having a point in Eclipse, even though he does have only 1 point in Lucent Beam, just to, you know, provide him with a little extra. And Malrine hits them with Relax, guys. Okay.
Well, you said
getting
it.
Spicier.
You know, try hard, sweaty.
Radiant's middle tower.
Getting into these serious positions. I mean, don't forget the stakes. It is lower bracket elimination time, game 3.
Yeah, Maldreen, not too happy about that death. Delaying his Blink Dagger. Needs another 500 gold for it.
With all that noise in the mid lane, Mickey super happy in the past couple of minutes. Races up to the top of the net worth, finishes off the Mask of Madness, so it is acceleration time for the Luna.
We've seen what Lunax can do if they have a complete free farm. Team Liquid, they are stacking. They have all 3 cores who can easily clear the stacks. I think you leave the big camp to Luna, and maybe... I mean, it also depends, because this time around 33 is not going for a Blade Mail, so skipping it completely will rush that Aghanim Scepter.
Oh, wow, yeah. Phase double bracer straight into Ags. I mean, Kunkka doesn't need to buy a Blink Dagger or anything like that. Which as DK and Mars do.
Radiant's
Liquid
bottom
looks like they're
tower
just
is
stepping
under
back
attack.
for a bit of breathing room here to stack some camps, build up bank for that Luna.
Insania needs a little bit of a time to get his level 6, so we'll probably take the lane top, maybe die for the greater cause, try to bait one of the big spells.
Yeah, just put his body in front of that tier 1 tower, soak things up, see if Falcons come for it. There was a catapult wave there as well, of course, making sure he can get the job done. Falcons, and it's time to debut the Blink Daggers. Dragon Tail into arrow onto Nisha here. Crit with the
Bop
poison.
available,
Bop is available, but
not enough.
Will not help them whatsoever. Nisha down and banished onto the Clockwork in his own cogs, trapped in his own cage as Skitter arrives and chases Boxy. Xmark got Mchikuchi there. Skitter, can he slip away from this with the battery spot on him?
Tried with the time lapse.
Tries to climb up,
Not
but
enough.
dies anyway. Hook shot in. Instantly catches up to the Mirana now as 3-3 charges forward. Dragon Knight blinks over to try and deal with the Clockwork. Mickey's come in, turning this net worth into impact.
Arena available on
Dangerous
Amar.
though. The banish is there into the arrow, and Amar with the arena. Falcons bring the big team fight to wallop them. A double kill for Amar. 3-3-2 tanky to deal with, so Falcons happy with what they've got.
Ooh, Team Liquid, they didn't relax. They wanted to bring extra numbers, and Amar with that arena securing 2 big kills. Now a 3k gold lead for Falcons. Their heroes are super tanky. That's exactly what they need to do. Take out Keeper of the Light immediately first, so there's no heal that is going to come out from his, Illuminates. There's also no Spirit Vessel. And Amar, Moonlight Shadow, providing them with a little bit of invisibility. There is a Sentry Ward, but yeah, we talked about these arrow setups. Every single hero on their side has some kind of an arrow setup.
Yeah, it starts with a combo, right? Dragon Tail arrow ends with a combo. Disruption into arrow. Falcons non-stop chain stuns. Yeah, disappointment. Mickey. Not too much he could do there. Unluck.
Dire's top
We
tower
do now
is
have
under attack.
Insania level 6 with that hook shot. Top tier 1 still standing as Falcons look like they were bringing heroes up there to take it.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
This time around, Coddle has been shut down. We haven't seen these big moves, the lowest network core in the game. Not a place where he wants to be, so continues to farm up, about to finish off his Boots of Travel to have a little bit more global presence, can play off Clockwork. 33 changes his mind. He's like, I need to farm. I need this Blade Mail to be able to clear the stacks as well. Because if I rush Aghanim Scepter, I won't be able to do that. It's going to take slightly longer, but yeah, I kind of like the adjustment coming up from him.
Yeah, I mean, especially when you're playing into double blink, you want something that can actually stand your ground and fight a little bit. Match the tempo of the Falcons. If you rush that Aghanim Scepter, you're left, buying so many components. With
Good arena again from Amar.
Right, Amar is in onto the Nisha Kotal once again, but the boat's over the top here.
Swap
Protection for the Keeper of the Light. Buying time with a heal out of the Illuminate as well.
Nisha's
and
in
now
trouble.
Amar is the one in trouble too. They'll take down the Kotal. Amar will die. Spears back 3-3. Skitter opens up, chasing the Kunkka down. Skitter on the tail of 3-3. Insania, though, is going to be able to come through, bodyguard him,
They're not
and
done
be
yet.
the hero that's sacrificed. Clockwork arrowed up and taken down. And, the Vengeful Spirit still here as well. Boxy, another casualty of war, as 3-3 rejoin the fight. I thought he was out, safe and
Disaster for
down.
Liquid.
Save your body syndrome in full effect.
They don't have enough. They don't have enough damage if there's no Keeper of the Light. They need those blasts to go off. They need Chakra Magic. Like usually in some of these fights, in the first game, you'll see Keeper of the Light managing to get 3-4 blasts in a fight. He's the one who's dictating how the fights are going to be played out. But every single time he gets jumped, it needs to be Insania. Boxy, he needs to be behind him and to try to swap him out of the trouble. It came out, but slightly too late.
Again, it's Amar, right? Making them uncomfortable in these fights, getting the jump.
Skeeter, pretty happy how that fight played out. going into Gleipnir, so that's going to be another way of keeping them in place, stopping the TPs, and also he's the only hero who doesn't have a setup for arrow, so that's going to be his.
Sneaky little ward. Insania wanting to protect that top jungle. I'm still looking at Dire Tier 1 alive. Half HP, defended by Nisha for now.
Radiant are scanning.
Bringing numbers as well. This is where Falcons want to play into. Dragon form, catapult wave, push the tower, get something done.
Oh, they were thinking about it, but they need to...
Animation cancelled the hook shot there.
Hook shot and nether swap. They need to save this swap for defensive purposes. Roshan available on Dire's side. Maybe if they could get a good fight with 1 or 2 kills, they could turn that into Roche.
Definitely potential.
Dire's bottom
Still tier 1 tower available in the bottom lane. Big TPs from Falcons.
They've got a disruption here. Fritz setting up with the arrows blocked by Insania. Maybe buying enough space for the Kunkka to get the bow to the X down, but 3-3 completely surrounded. Far too far behind enemy lines here. Maelstrom procs and the damage from Skitter, Shikuchiing forward, should be able to clear him out. A denial, the neutral's not going to come. Nice attempt as Insania has to hookshot back. Through the creep wave, but Amar's on his tail. Another Blink Dragon Tail stuns him up, and Clockwork's down as well.
Falcons are on a roll right now. The 2 supports are so extremely farmed. Shadow Demon, he's catching up with Kunkka pretty much. Does have a Blink Dagger available. You also have Mech. This is snaking special whenever he plays Mirana as a position 5, building all these auras, getting Guardian Greaves, sometimes getting a pipe, has a Force Staff in his inventory right now to push people out of trouble. Great against Clockwork, not just for you, but for the teammate as well, because you do have leap for yourself. Nisha desperately needs a BKB in this game.
Again, yeah. And we saw it in that game number 1. Spirit Wrestle, Boots of Travel into BKB just to protect against Amar's aggression. And we're going to see it one more time. Blinks past, a little juke around the trees. Not going to work out for Nisha here. Oh, just look at how many heroes they have out of the woodwork. 4 members strong immediately on top of that Kotl when they see him.
Kret is setting so many kills. Look at him going through the twin gates, setting things up. Now deeping to the bottom lane. Again, playing with Amar. They're
straight
so
in.
quick, moving across the map.
Arena.
This beautiful Dota.
Right onto Boxy in 3-3. They get another boat down. Disruption to save up Amar in case he got turned on. Skitter's so speedy though. Shikuchiing forward to look at Boxy. Targeting the Vengeful Spirit, not quite able to catch up to her just yet, but there we go. The next Shikuchi forward takes down the Venge and the disengage. Insania, he's back in, but turned on by Malrine. Stun Spear, killed off, Liquid bleeding out. The Falcons' aggression, an 8K lead, 18-5, just never ending.
Team Liquid, they need another couple of minutes. They need a BKB on Keeper of the Light, as we said. They need an item on Kunkka right now. He doesn't provide them with much. It's pretty much